Bukan karena kemenangan di lintasan, melainkan karena sebuah momen penting yang bisa menjadi titik balik dalam perjalanan karirnya. Dalam sebuah rekaman video dari sirkuit tertutup, Veda terlihat menjajal motor prototipe milik KTM, pabrikan raksasa asal Austria, yang tengah mempersiapkan mesin untuk musim MOTO3 2026. Unit yang dikendarai Veda adalah prototipe eksklusif yang sedang dalam tahap pengembangan dan akan dipakai untuk menyeleksi pembalap potensial masa depan. Dalam sesi tersebut, tampak pula pembalap muda Spanyol, Brian Uriarte, yang juga mendapat kepercayaan untuk mencoba motor yang sama. Ini adalah sinyal bahwa Veda kini tengah diperhatikan serius oleh salah satu pabrikan elit dunia. KTM, dengan reputasinya yang tangguh di Moto3, dikenal sangat berhati-hati dalam memilih calon pembalap. Mereka tidak sembarangan menawarkan peluang mengendarai motor prototipe, apalagi yang sedang disiapkan untuk musim kompetisi. Apalagi Indonesia bukanlah negara yang secara historis menjadi langganan penyumbang pembalap untuk MotoGP. Tapi Veda datang membawa semangat baru dari Asia Tenggara, dan dia bukan sekadar pendatang baru. Baik di Asia Talent Cup maupun di Red Bull Rookies Cup, Veda tampil konsisten dan cepat. Tahun ini, namanya semakin diperhitungkan setelah mencatat sejarah sebagai pembalap Indonesia pertama yang menjuarai 2 race dalam satu akhir pekan di Red Bull Rookies Cup. Kemenangan yang diraihnya tak hanya mencerminkan kecepatan, tapi juga kecerdasan membaca balapan, kemampuan yang langka di usia muda. Apalagi setelah melihat aksinya dalam uji coba KTM, tenang, fokus, dan mampu memberi masukan teknis yang detail kepada tim. Ia terlihat beberapa kali masuk ke pedok untuk berdiskusi langsung dengan para insinyur, lalu kembali ke lintasan dengan performa yang stabil. Kemampuannya menikung tajam dan keluar tikungan dengan efisien membuat banyak mata tertuju padanya. Ia juga tampak cepat beradaptasi dengan karakter motor KTM yang berbeda dari Honda, motor yang biasa ia gunakan sebelumnya. Di sisi lain, Uriarte yang sudah lebih dulu masuk program pengembangan KTM juga menunjukkan kualitasnya. Namun menariknya, Veda mampu tampil seimbang dan kompetitif dalam pengujian ini. Ini membuktikan bahwa talenta Indonesia mampu bersaing jika diberi peluang yang setara. Sejauh ini, belum ada pembalap Indonesia yang benar-benar masuk dalam tim pabrikan kelas dunia sejak MotoGP hadir. Keikutsertaan Veda dalam program ini bisa menjadi langkah besar yang membuka jalan bagi generasi berikutnya dari Asia Tenggara. KTM belum merilis pernyataan resmi, dan dari pihak Veda pun belum ada konfirmasi. Apakah ia akan dikontrak penuh atau hanya sebatas pembalap uji masih menjadi tanda tanya.
Of course, first to third, just on the scrub and the brake.
Highest point of the circuit, and down they come once again, then into this right and left-hander.
And Frigelate's Haast, Brian Uriarte.
Arabiata 1, Arabiata 2, the long climb. He's got an earpiece listening to our commentary. He's gone, what are you talking about, old man? I'm off.
Yeah, he's gone, isn't he? But no.
Oh, dearie me, what a big shame that was. Such a good charge to the field already. We'll switch our attention.
Super determined in second, and he's right on the tail of Veda. He doesn't want this. He's just having to push quite hard to stay with the lead. That's right. As I say, they go to the given, so through the left hand with third turn.
That is an impressive move because that is so fast.
They made it work this time. If they slow each other down, then Veda is going to disappear. But the number 11 of the to 11th place. They're now into 10th place, actually. And he came off the back. If he can help Maverick, maybe Maverick can help Marco Morelli on the mental side. Because, you know, when you're that riding skill, it really has to be a mental thing, doesn't it?
You know, exactly. He's very, very high praise rider. In the Junior World Championship as well, he sits 9th. He's just a bit bogged down in confidence, perhaps, at the moment, you might say.
Yeah. And wherever he is, there's the number 11 of David Gonzalez picking up the slipstream.
As they come across the tricolore once again.
And as long as the guys behind are not silly, I'm sure.
I mean, he started from the back of the grid, but he's not made any inroads here at all. You know, run up with Carter Thompson for 18th.
7 of Benyat Fernandez into second place.
Whatsoever. Christian Daniel Jr., who was started from the second.
Get all the way up into the top 10. And there is Veda still leading.
It can be done then. So crumbling down up timing screens, and it really impacted Benyat Fernandez. Someone else has gone down too in the oh dearie me, what a big shame that was. Such a good charge through the field already, but we switch our attention. Who went down as well as Benyat Fernandez, Tines as well, I believe, unless he's just gone.
Better ride than he's had all season so far.
There is Carter Thompson then running in 18th position.
Hey, the previous lap we've been on board with Brian looking back at David, super determined in second, and he's right on the tail of Veda, but
Grid infringement, double long lap penalty. Oh dear me.
Yeah, that's a messy way to start. Tama, and then the 11 of David Gonzalez, Brian Iriarte, and those trio.
With Sullivan mounting up from 11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off us being drilled out here. I mean, you've got 2 riders out the top of the back there, and there is a great position progression for Sun out there at the moment from these leaders.
And pole time was 2:01.95, and Veda Patama has
from there. Got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mounty. That's a good start for them. Thompson could have expected him to be in this front. Championship leader, 4 second places so far this year. This is where he took his first Rookies Cup. That was a tough move to get. Turn 3 is not your stereotypical overtake.
no, he does. I wonder if he's just having to push quite hard to stay with the lead.
It is so downhill.
That's right. As I say, they go through the given. So through the left-hander in third rated is Brian Iriarte, who's won 2 races and twice been knocked off. And once by Hakim Danish.
Yeah, and he wants to be running away on turn. That is an impressive move because that is so fast into there.
Absolutely sensational stuff.
Well, now it's getting spicy because we've got 2 riders down. Unfortunately, Joel Pons and Christian Daniel down and out of Benyat Fernandez in 4th. Where is Ramadipa now? Is he being pushed right back across? He's in 9th position now.
And there he have saved a very, very nasty collision with the tarmac on the way down. There is, and it still is Veda Patama who has the advantage.
And potentially the extra protagonists as well of David Gonzalez and Junior. Part of the problem, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they've all got ideas, and that's the 9 of them passing Brian Iriarte. Goes he? No, he doesn't. Brian Iriarte on the 5th is out of it. He's in 2nd place in the points.
Arnie in 8th as well. Agostinelli, the Vietnamese rider there, up into 9th place as well.
And 8 laps to go. We're not halfway through.
We'll all fan out, but then who will end up in P1? Brian Iriarte for now.
Brian Iriarte now.
Bennett run now. This is your group. Doesn't look like any of them are going to really drop off.
There really is no point in doing anything silly at this point in the race. Just hang in there. We've got 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then they can't afford to do that for us.
We started from the back of the grid, didn't get the first lap that we would have wanted. We'll have to see what happens.
He's got incredible talent, but he just has up weekends and down weekends. That's just the way it is.
Well, I do know he's what's going on with effectively one of his riders. Part of the big project breakaway.
And in 8th place is Hakim Danish, the point shooter. He knows he doesn't have to win this race, but of course he's a racer. Maverick Vinales actually, and he was in Jerez and working with Maverick. So different planet like he did at Essen last year. It really has. There's nothing wrong with it.
Have a very good ref. Strictly speaking, his best result was
we decided for whatever reason with a 4.6 second gap.
But I thought he was ahead of him at the time, but we'll have to find out after the race.
That's right. But he's going to pick up on
as they come across the Tricolore once again. Anyone out? That is a very nice lad.
Yeah, but in doing that, he's lost about 4 places.
Yeah.
You either
Joel Pons, number 16. He's had a torrid start to his 2nd season in Rookies Cup, but for seeing him up in the top 10, he is 10 seconds off the lead and 7.5 seconds advice.
Anyway, the 7 of Benyat Fernandez, who has the advantage now. Brian Iriarte is up into 2nd place.
That's a heck of a recovery he's on there. As we switch back towards the front, Ramadipa, the 32. Got a 32, brilliant ride for the Indonesians. They're about 6 abreast into the first turn. He crashed out on this lap He's seemingly okay according to the timing screens as well. The 29 was having a
No, he thinks better of it, backs out of it, the 31, Diapresiasi. I said, he came off the...
still 16 riders. Morelli not making much progress back towards the front, Peter.
And, somebody in this group, isn't it? The 51 of moves across there. You can't do too much swinging around like that. That's
goodness me, it's Dinesh who's going through into the lead again. Zenatani in fourth, back is in the balance of John Holmes who got pushed out.
just being swallowed up actually by everybody else.
Yeah, you can tell how wants the lead coming out that final corner, do they?
No, it's the 7 of Diapresiasi.
Sullivan Mounsey just switching over to the left-hand side there. The number 4 British rider back in.
About him too often, but he's part of the mix at the moment, looking for a podium place.
Adopted Vietnamese rider.
Yeah, indeed, indeed. And Uriarte back to 8th, Ramastor.
Now coming across the line, about 8th or so position, but he's going to get a massive slingshot down towards turn 1, sort of just sneakily going about it, not getting into touch wood, too much trouble thus far. Now finds himself back in the Premier position. He's certainly got.
After qualifying, he really did feel he knew what he was doing around here. Happy with the motorcycle. Uriarte that leads.
Now is the moment it starts to get yellow. It's going to be all about finding your position to go onto the backs, onto the front straight, out of the final corner, the run to the line. No,
he's going to try it now. Can he get in front? As I say, he knows he needs 3 or 4 bike lengths lead coming out of the
Not what they want to see.
It is the 70 of Christian Daniel Jr. who leads the Rookies Cup race across the line onto the last lap here at Magellan.
And it looks like it's going to be... Oh, it's Pitana who's going to be leading the way into turn 1 then. So from second on the grid
as well, so Brian Scotland works still on the last lap.
And they're starting to pull away. That last time around was a mid pass.
Brian Uriarte.
Uriarte 1, Uriarte 2, the long climb. Highest point of the circuit. And down they come once again then into this right and left-hander.
Diapresiasi can afford to be in front at this stage. Behind him is the 31 of Diapresiasi. He's got to be slipping. Veda Ega has it though. No one's going to pass him surely before the finish. It's going to be an Indonesia.
He's done it. He's done it. He was the one who played it the most sensible. He was the craftiest, and he...
Quickly as they can change the gear, they do so. So there is the number 13 of Hakim Danish, our points leader. But
oh, dearie me, what a big shame that was. Such a good charge to Dales with him.
And just, I think Veda was perhaps using a
Off the back of the leading group then. So a lot of the riders who maybe had a little bit left.
Is out of it. He's in second place in the points, but he's not.
8 points coming away from that one. So, but this is, he's going to get a bit of a nosebleed here running this high up as we...
That's right. And as I say, they go through the gearbox and through the left-hander in first, and they just go. They go down the hill, come pushing in a superb second place. But Joel Pon.
Got to give a shout out to Thompson and Mounsey. That's a good start for them. Thompson could have expected him to be on the way down for the reverse corkscrew. This is quite a brutal climb for any runner or cyclist.
Uriarte and the leader Veda Ega on the 54. Then the 11 of David Gonzalez, Brian Uriarte, and those trio, I think, are being caught by the...
With Sullivan Mounsey up from 11th on the grid there in 7th as well, just off the back of...
Brian Uriarte there as he tries to hang on to Veda Ega. He didn't look quite as smooth and clean. There's only 3 seconds covering the whole grid at the moment, so 51 it is Brian Uriarte with the Veda Ega now.
David Gonzalez, 11th in the standings. Is
Brian Uriarte, who's won 2 races and twice been knocked off. And once by Hakim Danish.
yeah, and he wants to be.
Well, thank goodness for the tech air suit from Alpine Stars, which obviously fired up as he was. You know, Marco Morelli, you remember go back to Assen last year, can win a race like he's on a different planet.
Yeah, and they're so orderly for the first like 6, 7 or 8 riders. I mean, what a start Veda Ega had, but after that it was absolute chaos.
Casey and Hakim Danish on the number 13.
Carter Thompson there and
Still is Veda Ega who has the advantage. Brian Uriarte saved a very, very nasty collision with the tarmac on the way down. There is